All right now, settle back. This is a Porch-light reading of an essay by Incentivizing, How to Get Maximum Results with Minimum Effort. Game theory, not gimmicks. Posted August 9th, 2026. You've seen this title 100 times. Work less, automate something, discover a trick. They sell the fantasy of working less and never tell you what to prioritize. This ain't that. No cozy productivity hacks. Some of this is strategically ruthless. You ask for payoff maximization. That is not a trip to the playground. The point is simple. Front-load the effort. Build a position that lets you lean back in the long game. High-functioning laziness once the structure holds. Contents: the leverage thesis, then 3 axioms. Choose the game before you try to win it. Asymmetry devours intensity. Information is the real game. First, leverage. Most folks think effort equals results. Linear. Grind harder, get more. A writer who writes 2 hours instead of 1 gets more done. True enough, and beside the point. Effort is a volume game anybody can play. What most people never know is which game they're in, what position they hold, and what information they have that others lack. Effort is only a multiplier on those. The writer's extra hour compounds. Publishing strengthens position. Skill becomes stored information. Tomorrow is richer than today. The construction worker's extra hour can cut the other way. More done today, more fatigue tomorrow. Effort that spends the future to buy the present. Not a sermon about collars. A rule. Effort only works when it compounds a renewable asset. Axiom 1. Choose the game before you try to win it. Getting better at the wrong game still leaves you stuck. Every time you enter a game, you enter its structure. In most cases, that structure already exists because other players already do. If you are not inventing the wheel or a new language, you are inside a system that does not care about your preferences. Not until you are influential enough to bend it. Competitive games usually look like this. At the top, founders and the most influential. They have outgrown the ordinary board. They can shift other players' behavior. Billionaires moving markets. Lawmakers writing the rules. Then the payoff matrix itself. When the big actors aren't meddling, the structure alone steers everybody. Good games mostly run themselves. Then the players, sorted by skill and information. Advanced, solid position, vital information, can afford to look lazy. Intermediate, progressing, still climbing. Beginners, strongest information asymmetry, no position, pulling every string hoping one is right. What separates beginner from advanced is not pure effort. It is information and position. An advanced player rests on structure. A beginner cannot out-hustle a missing map. So before you double your hours, ask, is this the game I should be in? Can I win from this seat? Or am I perfecting a losing board? Axiom 2. Asymmetry devours intensity. Intensity is loud. Asymmetry is quiet and mean. Playing harder inside a symmetric fight, same tools, same hours, same information as everybody else, is a race to exhaustion. Playing from asymmetry means 1 unit of your effort buys more than 1 unit of theirs. Position creates asymmetry. So does unique information. So does choosing a game where your strengths are scarce and their strengths are common. The intense player swings harder. The asymmetric player changes the relative cost of swinging. If your plan is only more, you are volunteering for the volume war. If your plan is different and better placed, intensity becomes optional. Axiom 3. Information is the real game. Information is the cheap resource that changes everything. Work smarter, not harder. Hustle culture sneers at it, and it remains a massive advantage. Unlike effort, information is not spent by using it. You have it or you don't. An hour of research costs the same whether it saves a weekend or 3 years. Price does not scale with stakes. That is rare and dangerous in the best way. Information eliminates the uninformed and crowns the insightful. It is not always a secret recipe. Sometimes the best information is what to avoid, the risks, the pits, the dead ends. People who stop wasting time arrive faster than people who run harder in circles. How do you get it? Reverse engineer success. Find someone who won a similar game. Ask them if you can. If not, study their moves carefully. And be honest. Reading a glossy case study about Bezos or Jobs is not the same as studying the path. Use the case study as a map of where to look, then go to the drawing board and write the actual steps. A lazily written conclusion, fitting for a piece about laziness. Why can the author stop here instead of rambling 500 more words? Because he used his own advice. He knew the game. He took the messenger seat. He handed you information you lacked. Then he sat down. That is the whole posture. Do not collect tricks. Choose the game. Build asymmetric position. Buy information that compounds. Front-load the hard work so the long game gets quiet. Maximum results with minimum effort is not magic. It is payoff math. Structure first, then rest like somebody who earned the right. This was Incentivizing, how to get maximum results with minimum effort, game theory. Full piece lives on his X article and at structuralist.substack. All right, enough for one sitting. Go pick a better game, not a longer shift.